Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bricks, Blazin Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. Top of the AM. Rick Blaze coming at you live and direct. Another episode of Rick's Blazin Takes. We're starting this thing off on a Monday. We're going to start this thing off right. I'm just coming off a brunch yesterday. Had a little brunch party, you know what I mean? So we was in that thing. Anyway, I was thinking, when I took a little break from my little brunch party, I was thinking about SimWorld. Yes, I was. I was thinking about this is a 24-hour situation. You know what I mean? Y'all not my side piece. Y'all my main chick. You know what I mean? So I fool with y'all heavy. But I was thinking about it, you know. The season's coming to a close, and there are some teams who are on their way to continue to play basketball and try to win a championship in the race to one. And there are those other teams who won't be competing in the race to one, and they're going to be left to kind of pick up the pieces. But as I thought more about it, those teams that's going to be out of the race to one and pick up the pieces, the teams that's on the bottom teams, as it relates to next season, the bottom ain't so bad. Hear me out. As it relates to next season, the bottom ain't so bad. The teams who are at the bottom, who's not making a race to one, hopefully those coaches have allowed their guys to play, maybe switched up some lineups, let the new guys come in and get some clock. Guys who they haven't seen all year get a little clock. So hopefully they've done their due diligence with who's currently on their roster so that they can make a choice of what they need to do. So that if you already know how your players are and who they are and what they're capable of, then that already kind of puts the plan in motion for what you're looking for going into the offseason, right? If your current type of philosophy was kind of working, or the guys that you have currently have bought into the philosophy maybe late in the season, kind of like a Heartland Zombie situation, then you just can build from that. Or if you got a couple of guys who don't fit in your system, then you've already seen them play, you know they don't fit, then you can just remove them and get to that. But the teams that are it's going to be interesting to see is the teams that's going to be, some of these teams competing for race to one are going to have to start over next season. They're losing a big component to their offense and defense philosophies. They're losing their number one, number two, and sometimes number three stars, either because they're going to the college level or, they're going to the college level. So you got these guys who are leaving the SimWorld that's going to have a super impact on the team that they're leaving. So I'm going to talk about a few of them. First, BTA. BTA has been surging, been doing really, really well lately. Of course, that's thanks to the big fella, Tyson Simpson. But if you're Coach Kusa, where do you go next season when Tyson Simpson is gone? He's not somebody you just find off the street and just plug in and be like, oh, yeah, I got 3 more Tyson Simpsons just waiting in the wings. No, you don't. So if you're BTA, do you go try to find a big? Do you recruit some other bigs? Or do you go a different way in philosophy on the offensive and defensive end for next season? You know, that's what you have to think about, right? If you're the OGs, DJ Wagner's gone at the end of the season. So if you're Coach Dodge, how do the other players step up? Do you keep this? Do you try to get another person, make a plug and play situation, and run the same type of offense? Do you now run it through the big fella Ilgauskas? I see everybody talking about he can score more points. Okay, so do y'all run it through him? How does the philosophy change, and how is it going to change, and what adjustments you're going to make? That's going to be a lot to consider, because the team philosophy can be look totally different from one year to the next if you're in that situation. If you're Best Coast, you're losing a couple of guys. You're losing Lace Darius. You're losing Lene Newman. You're losing a few guys. I don't know if Mullins may even be. I'm not sure, but what do you do next season is the question. Now, I know you guys in the race to one, you're not even really thinking about that, really, which you should. because that's going to make a big difference, right? How's next season going? If you're Showtime, you lose, Bronny gone. Bronny out of here. Win, lose, or draw this season, Bronny's out of here. So what do? For somebody who makes up 25% of your total usage on offense and defensive end, how do you replace that? Do Bryce becomes that guy now? So do you run it through Bryce now, run the same offense? Do you get somebody else to kind of plug in? Do you run a completely different? Do you run it through Yams as your guy now? Now you go inside out? So all I'm saying is, for the bottom teams, right now, just crystal ball looking into next season, bottom not so bad. For some of these top teams, they're going to have big decisions to make this offseason that can impact the players that's currently on their team and the players that they're trying to bring in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. What you think? Tell me what you think about the impact of the teams at the bottom or the teams that's going to be losing a lot of people at the top. Put it in the thread. Till tomorrow. Peace.
Daddy.